And there's that sharp drop that we had. That's that moon card off of close to a high. And that's why it was difficult to determine where the high and the low is because they were so close to each other, even though there's this sharp drop there. You know, I did get that when I was talking about a sharp drop around the 10th, 11th, 12th. I got it kind of confused with, or not. I got it kind of combined with when I was talking about the that Black Swan event. Which, if you guys didn't catch, there was a cyber attack to the day of that prediction um, that attacked infrastructure, power plant infrastructure, which was exactly what I said would happen. But the actual decline was kind of like I was getting it confused because I was looking at January readings. There's a decline there off of like a high around the ninth 10th. It's a pretty sharp decline. But the big decline, guy, the big decline is not until February, to be clear. Like this might be a sharp decline on a several day range, whereas like the big decline in February will be like on a 1 year chart kind of scale. Hey, Terry Tees. Oh my god, Terry Tees is not Siri. Come here, funny, funny. Hey, living on a prayer. Well, I just now thought to shut off the constantly listening function on my old computer, so she'll stop doing that now. Um, XRP. This is one of the ones that doesn't have its own chart. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. Such a pet peeve. I like consistency, my god. Hey, iCrypto. Welcome. Alright, so thank you. Thank you, Hermes. Appreciate the kisses. Oh, you're funny, you know. Oh, XRP. So will it fall lower 50 cents? Lower than. I think you're asking if it'll fall to lower than 50 cents in January? All right, so 2024. $2023. Oh, that's 24 S&Ps, sorry. I have a yes. It'll probably fall to like right around this price level here is my sense. Like around here. Yeah, so it's going to go to around here, around like 47 to 50 cents, somewhere around that range. I should do this actually. It's going to go to at least 50 cents. It might stop there, it might go a little lower. Hey B, how low do I think SPY can go by January 3rd? Let's take a look. Well, before I get into that, guys, I want to make sure that I take care of this Mercury retrograde strategy, and then I'll come back to that. All right, and then we got 2023, 2024. So this is the last day of Mercury retrograde as far as trading is concerned. When we come back into the trade in the following year to trade, we'll be in the post shadow. Now the post shadow goes from the 1st of January to the 20th of January, and what happens in the S&P 500 throughout that period of time should closely resemble. It won't be identical, but it should closely resemble the same trend and overall chart like pattern that we saw in the pre-shadow, which was between 1125 and 1213. So let's take a look. All right. I think I said 1213, right? And then the 1st to the 20th. All right, so we're going to see a pretty significant bullish move here. There should be a little bit of a drop early on. Now, remember, it's not going to be identical because the trading days, there's weekends that kind of like break up the pattern between the two. Like it would be a very like almost identical pattern. My theory, it would be almost identical if we didn't have weekends, if it was everyday trading, because the weekends kind of like throw the pattern off. They're not symmetrical in both, or congruent. They don't end up in the same part of the pattern in both shadows, if that makes sense. So you have to look at it and think about it in terms of like this is pretty mixed, kind of going sideways, and then at the very like towards the very end, like I'd say the second half, there's a big move to the upside. So that's what we should see roughly around here when we start out. There's going to be some mixed, like kind of like wild back and forth behavior going on, overall sideways, and then to the upside. Something like this. Right? So like, you see what I mean? By similar pattern? That's what we're looking for. And then when we take a look at the January reading, let's see if that adds up. It adds up. It adds up in January cluster of the 2024. Where's my January monthly? Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? We've got highest high here towards the end of the month. Right? We have like its dip early on. It's kind of like sideways. We see a low twice roughly, and then like we see some highs over here, a sharp drop, and then some more moves to the upside, and then we go into higher price levels here at the end of the month. That's very, very similar kind of behavior, if you ask me. So how far will we drop, I think was the question. How low can SPY go by January 3rd? On the 8th, December 8th might give us some information. Yeah. Science price level right here. Well, that seems a little low. I don't expect there to be much of a drop. We'll probably come around this ace of... Matter of fact, we probably hit that ace of discs. Right, Princess of Discs, Princess of Discs. Princess of Discs. Interesting. I think we probably come around. We probably show like end up somewhere around this price level here, 472 ish. It might even go lower than that. Wow. I mean, I almost don't believe it, but like I'm getting this down here. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm getting this. That just seems too crazy to me. My sense is it's going to be around here, 471 ish, 472 ish. You're welcome, living on a prayer. Hey, it was luck. A high in SHIB today. Come on, Shiba Inu. Do it. So annoying. I mean, I don't really see a high in the reading. I'm not sure why you would be expecting a high there. There was a high here on the 29th. End up being on the 28th. Actually, there was a high here on the 28th. Sorry, not the 29th. Could have been 28th, could have been 29th. It was on the 28th. And then the print the oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking it's the last day of the because I'm thinking about stocks. I'm thinking of it as it's the last day already. It's not the 31st. It's the 29th. Okay, so let me back up. This could have been a high, but it doesn't look like it ended up. There was a high there, and then this ends up being. There was some movement to the upside early in the day. There should have been. Let's see. Why do my charts keep doing this? I don't know. These are like I don't want to reset because it gets rid of everything, but in any case, this could have just ended up being like a move to the upside before a sharp decline, which is what it looks like it ended up being. And then you've got this ace of discs, so we probably go lower. Ooh. See, I reset it. Dang it. I gotta remember not to do that at all costs. Wow, that would be something else. I don't think we go down there. That would just be so crazy. Let's see, where is there another support? Maybe the 26? We might go down to here. We probably see this price level on the 30th. Let's see. Yeah, I got a yes for that. I've got a 10-year edited and getting ready to release, or it's not edited, but it needs to be edited and it's recorded. In any case, so does gold hit 25? Does gold hit 2,500 in 2024? Was the question, I believe. I have a no for 2,500 in 2024. I got a yes for 2,300. Probably around May, like April. Actually, probably around April, April, May, April. More likely April, but April, May. All right, so will DOT's price be lower in 2024 than now? I wonder if I did a 2024 for DOT. I didn't do a 2023. Yeah, I've only got the 10 year to go on for DOT. It does look like there's a lower price level. Based on the 10 year, it does look like there's a lower price level. Let's compare it with the chart. Oh my god, you're just not having luck today. And this only goes back to mid 2022, which is annoying. But what we're seeing now is this decline that ends with a fast sudden move higher, taking us to a key resistance level. That's the purple, and that's the brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple supports. It's the dark purple, which is this card here. So we're probably going to see a pretty notable decline here, because in 2024 we go into a sideways fluctuating decline. There's a low correlator here. We probably see pretty significant lows here, like around these lows. Let's see. It's to be clear, those significant lows in 2024 are a multi-year buy opportunity. Big move after that, out of that low, which might even take place. The move might even start in 2024. I'd have to do a 1 year to really be able to determine that. But let's see. The question about DOT is, will the price be lower in 2024? My gut says yes. It'll be lower and higher. Yeah, this is a low on a 10-year chart scale. There's going to be a low here in 2024, and it's a major multi-year buy opportunity. Will it go below $7? Oh, very, very likely. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably right at like the beginning of a sharp drop, based on the combination of energies that are going on here as we enter into 2020, exit 2024 3 and enter into 2023. This purple highlighting the indolence energy, and this fast sudden move higher that took place here at the end of the year, ending a period of decline. This, like, 2023 was decline that ends with a fast sudden move higher. That purple is probably taking place right now. Brief peak that's easily missed, and that'll commence like a decline through multiple supports, probably like a multi-month kind of scale. I'd have to do a 2024 reading to be able to determine, but I did get a yes. We go significantly lower than $7. So what are Ethereum's highest and lowest for 2024? So we have some like back and forth between January and February where we see like highest high thus far and lowest lows thus far, and we kind of like go back between the same price levels. We get into a lower price level or the same low here around March, and then a higher price level in April. This could very well be the highest price level right here in April. But there's a very strong possibility that we do revisit the highs in like August, September. And then the lowest low, there's a notable low around the cusp of February, March. It might be the same lows, or maybe this one's slightly lower than the ones we've seen thus far. And then we have either the same low or lower ones, probably the same lows here around October, November, possibly even December, but October, November. Surrounding November, really. I'll come back to you. It was luck. I want to make sure I get Terry T. Can I ask if you think Bitcoin will go below 40K by the 3rd of January? Jeez, my throat is so itchy right now. Yeah, that's Bitcoin. Like it should be. So we nailed the highest highs on that. We nailed the highest highs here at the very end of the year, guys. I mean, we nailed it here in December. Um, Bitcoin reading, the 2023 Bitcoin reading, if you're wondering, was created October 26, 2022. October 26, 2022, being used today. Will we hit 40,000? Will we go below 40,000 by the 3rd? I do not think so. Does not look like we would go below 40,000 by the 3rd, but let's see what the cards have to say. This is going to be one hell of a year as far as like wild chart behavior. It's also the solar maximum. 2024 is solar maximum, which means like the peak of solar flares over a 14-year cycle. So we're probably going to see a lot of like electronics and like electromagnetic like type of interferences throughout the year. I got a yes, so hold on a sec. Let me back up here and take a closer look at the end of December. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Trough there. We probably see it if we're gonna go below 40K. It's gonna be around. It's gonna be on the first, is my sense. And I got a yes for that. So that's like roughly here. Hey Hamza, I'll come back to your question. I'm not forgetting about you. I just have to make sure I answer all of the questions with the stars next to their names first. They're actually paying for priority response. Which, if anybody's interested, you can sign up for priority response on our channel Tarot for Traders on YouTube. Just go to join. Right here, supporter gets you priority response on our live sessions. Where did it go? Okay, so here. So this is all bearish. So I'll come back to that question about SUI. You're welcome. It was luck. Appreciate the credit where credit is due, Terry T's. BTBT and SDIG in January. It's pretty mixed. We have price swings. They may be bullish price swings. They might just be sideways price swings. Hard to say. But it was the Dominion card, which is like pretty much, that's for BTBT, which is pretty much what like all of the January readings look like. Back and forth, wild behavior going on. And then for SDIG. I got a lot of sideways rotation, and then eventually there's a decline to revisit a support level that we saw recently. And by recently, I mean recently in regard to the end of January. Hey, Robert. Hamza, so is SUI going to rally in January? Let's take a look. I'm actually working on the 2024 SUI reading today. I know it's going to be a significantly bullish stock in 2024. I don't have enough data completed here to really give you much info on it yet, but I could say that there's a cash out opportunity and a lot of price change in early 2024. Like an unexpected move higher out of a trough, and then towards the end of January 2024, we have like this decline through multiple supports to revisit a support level we recently saw. Probably in the beginning of February, we'll revisit. So if you're looking for an opportunity to enter into SUI, yeah, there's probably one in mid January, and if not in mid January, then in like the early part of February. There's a unicursal hexagram energy in February's reading on the 1 year for SUI. There's a unicursal in like, I'd say 75% of the February readings that I've done. There's a unicursal. So that's a big deal, guys. There's a big drop in February. I haven't seen anything with like that many unicursals involved, like cross-reading congruencies. Make sure I didn't skip anybody. Thank you, Robert. Wishing you the same. It's going to be a really great new year, or great 2024 is just going to be. 2023 was awesome. 2024 is where we're going to explode, really make a real impact as a team. And then guys, if you're a repeated angel investor, you repeatedly follow the rule of karma. You should have received an email invite to our private Discord for angel investors. There's a private Discord channel. You should have received an angel invite for that, or excuse me, you should have received an invite for the angel investor Discord channel sometime around Christmas. And if you did not, check your junk folder. If you still did not, and you believe that you should have, it's probably because we don't. It would only be because we don't have, like, we don't know your contact info based on the way that you're donating, which is the case on a few people, maybe like some Cashapp people type. You're welcome, Hamza. So I'm just going to recap January and then I'm going to roll, my friends. Right, so we had some lows here at the end of the day. Or troughs, I should say, at the end of the day here. High early in the day. Trade opportunity there. Low midday, big move out of it. And then here at the end of the day is opportunity to open up a short position before these troughs again. And we go into, I think there's probably a really sharp drop here, guys. I think I mentioned that already, but there's a pretty sharp drop here over the weekend. Where did my January reading, or my, there we go. Yeah. So I would use any any really sharp drop that I see in the first week of January. I utilize that as an opportunity to open up a long position, which you could probably then close around the 10th. And if not the 10th, then at the end of the month, we should be significantly higher. Oh, and that's the other thing. Thank you for reminding me. So as far as the Discord, I'm not really active on there yet. I sent the invites on because I wanted to make sure that that got done before the end of the year. But I'm so backed up on work. I'm literally like, I wake up, do readings, record, edit, eat, take Hermes to the dog park, go back to work, go to sleep. That's been my life like for the last 2 weeks at least. So until we come out of the other end of January, I'm going to be very, very busy. But with that said, thank you to everybody who supported the channel throughout 2023. We've come so far, guys. I mean, like, at the beginning of 2023, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of 2023, we were figuring out how to take, like, recurring payments. Like, Wix got rid of our ability to take payments because they said we were too high risk, which means, like, high probability of getting chargebacks. You know how many chargebacks our business has gotten total since we started taking payments? One chargeback since we started taking payments, and it was by somebody that was pissed about SPC. They could have just, you know, come to me, but instead they wanted to be a dick and stick it to me. And you know what happened to that person? They got banned from, it's kind of funny. They stuck it to me, and then I checked their email on the website and found that they were active like literally a couple days ago, and banned them because you don't behave like that. You behave like a grown-up person. Things go wrong. don't take it out on other people, especially when they're coming to help you. So, beware of that. But that was the only scenario in which we had a chargeback ever for the business. That's saying something, guys. Really, especially because we're predicting. Better be accurate, right? So thank you again to everybody that has supported the channel. I'm really excited for next year. There's a lot of new type of readings coming out. We're picking up. I'm actually hiring a video editor because that's why I've gotten so backed up, is because I'm still doing the editing myself. And there's like readings that I've recorded as far back as October that haven't been edited because I've been like stuck like chasing deadlines since October. Oh, and just to give you an idea, guys, that person that I banned, they had like several $1 million invested in SPCE. So they were pissed. They were pissed for good reason, but the way that they behaved, I mean, I say it every single day, guys. I'm not right all the time. Don't bet like I'm right all the time. I could be wrong. I mean, I've got nothing to hide. So just make sure that you act with integrity in cases where things go wrong. I've no problem admitting my fault. Like I said, I sucked at SPCE. It wasn't awful throughout the whole year as far as like small chart behavior, but on the big scale, we never saw the big moves that I expected, which really hurt somebody with options. So, I look to do better next year. Aside from that, it's been a really, really solid year. And I look forward to helping out more and more people as the year grows. I think we'll definitely hit like 2,000 plus subscribers on YouTube by the end of next year easily. So hopefully we'll be at like 5,000 or something. That would be crazy. But with that said, I'm rambling. I drank a lot of coffee. Thanks to all my angel investors and all my supporters. Blessings to everybody. Have a wonderful New Year's. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which isn't many things. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the flip side next year. Blessings.